Hey guys, this is Fire from InDepth Gaming, bringing you a game review. This time we're checking out Foregone. This game was developed and published by Big Blue Bubble and releases on October 13th, 2020. So at the time of this review going out, you should be able to pick up the game right now for a price of $29.99. So what is Foregone? Foregone is a hybrid of an action platformer and looter style game. So the way the game works is you start out, you have this kind of outpost area where you can set up, interact, do various upgrades. You have skill trees, weapon progressions, crafting, all kinds of things like that. And the way the game kind of works is it's a grind. You're gonna have to play and start collecting and starting to build up your resources and start to level up your weapons and slowly progress. But as you collect things, you can also destroy them if you don't want them. So it's kind of a, build your own adventure-ish in a way. The way the game works is you have a couple different combat options. You can do kind of close quarter combat, or you can do a ranged combat. You can use your X button to swing your melee attack and kind of either break chests or just jump and dodge enemies, as you can see on screen. Or if you don't want to get too close to enemies, you can use this your Y button, and it fires your primary gun. Your gun does, though, have a limited amount of ammunition. So if you look in the top right screen, you can see that little bullet symbol. It might be a little hard to see depending on how big your screen is, but every time you shoot your gun, you have 5 shots. Once you run out of shots, game over on your gun. The only way to regain bullets is you actually have to melee hit somebody. So melee killing an enemy will help reload your ammunition and then allow you to continue to use your gun. So you kind of have to manage how you want to do combat, pick your targets, and decide who is worth, that close quarter combat versus who you want to, shoot from a distance. Generally, the bigger enemies with bigger guns, you'll probably want to use your gun for distance, but the melee enemies, for the most part, you can just kind of get up close and personal to and take them out fairly easily. We'll knock out these guys here, and we'll have 2 guys up here on the ledge. We can kind of prioritize one and weaken them, and then just shoot and kill the other one. And then as we progress, enemies will drop loot, and it really is an opportunity for you to then take that loot, compare with what you already have, and then decide which gear you really want to keep the best. Now, if there is equipment that you don't need, you can salvage it with the Y button, scrap it, and that'll give you money to then go into the outpost later on and upgrade your gear. So you can constantly upgrade your gear, so if you find something you like, keep working with it. There's tons of gear from common to rare to legendary gear and everything in between. So it really is, very, very expansive when it comes to the loot. Another really nice, aesthetic part of the game is the artwork is actually extremely beautiful. Like, it's a nice clash between 2D and 3D artwork that really helps immerse you into the game environment and world, and it's done in a very, very good way. Cool thing here on screen, if you guys haven't noticed, there are also secret rooms. So if you are playing the game and pick it up, look for any opportunity where you see a wall that has like a little halfway sliding option on it. Hit the B button on it, you can slide under and then get some extra cash and loot and upgrade opportunities. Sometimes you can find weapons. Occasionally you'll run into a couple enemies that are hiding in here, but I haven't encountered anything that is too difficult. But yeah, it's really fun and really engaging the way they do it. As far as the achievements for the game, we know a lot of you guys want to know about the achievements. It's not a quick completion, but I will assure you it is a really fun game. If you're wanting this game for achievements, I would not consider this an achievement grinding game, but I would consider this just a really great game, and if you have the opportunity, check it out. If you like action platformers, looting games, like Foregone is definitely up your alley. I recently got addicted to the game Undermine, and literally going from Undermine to this has been an insane fun gameplay experience, especially with them being 2 very different style games. I know this game comes in at a little steep price point for $29.99, but it's going to be one of the occurrences where I actually say I think that's a really good price for this game for just what all's in it. There's so much content, you're going to be able to play this game, come back in different afternoons, and just have different experiences, and it's just a great time. I can't really think of anything too negative about the game. It can be a little frustrating trying to grind your way through some of the more challenging areas of the game and progress past enemies. but you know, you kind of expect that with games like these. So I don't really knock it in any capacity for having difficulty settings and increased enemies, because that's kind of how games work. The controls work really well. You might see sometimes on the screen when like I go to shoot my gun and it doesn't necessarily shoot in the direction that I think it should. That's about the only real you know, struggle that I've encountered in this entire game. There were some occasional issues with starting the game up, but the developers are aware of it and looking into it, and should be completely squashed and dealt with by release. I personally haven't encountered any issues with that since getting the game a little early. It seems like that is a resolved issue. But if you do encounter it, you know, the game is just coming out. The developers are aware, so it's not anything that's like going to ruin your gameplay experience. It might just make it a little challenging to start up at times. But yeah, aside from that, guys, this is Foregone. As far as a review for the game, I think the game, you know, it's one of those rare, the price point is, you know, it's high for an ID title, but I think it's a really good price point. I can't fault too many things for it for being what it is in the price, and the game itself is really, really solid. If you guys want, check out Foregone. Like I said, we'll have a link down in the description. As far as a rating, I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10. I just love this game so much. I've had so much fun being immersed into the world, getting to just explore and, you know, play something a little more out of my comfort zone. You know, I'm continuing to do more and more games that aren't my traditional, you know, shooter Call of Duty style, and these are a ton of fun. And you know, I hope that you take the opportunity to check this out. If $29.99 is a little out of your range, you know, wait for the game to go on sale, but definitely don't forget about this game. It is a ton of fun, and you know, I think you guys would really enjoy it. If you have any questions about the game, want to see more, we do have some other gameplay footage up on the channel. We have gameplay footage of the very first Buzzbot boss fight. We'll have a queue up right after this video if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, aside from that, we hope you guys have a great day. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us bring content like this to you guys, allows us to keep just, you know, fueling videos on your feed, and you know, lets us do what we do. If you have any questions about the game, comment down below. If you like the video, drop it a thumbs up, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'm Fire, and we'll catch you later. Let's just jump down this cliff.